Get ready, guys. We're about to journey into the most horrifying, disturbing place any of us have ever been. Our uncle's mind.
Hey, how's it going, Gravity Falls fans? So, last night we had a more traditional episode of Gravity Falls. It was a little bit less plot-driven, but it was a very fun episode nevertheless.
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
And since, for now, we've got somewhat of a lull in the main plot, I wanted to reach back to an episode that's raised an interesting question in my mind, and I thought that perhaps you guys could weigh in. So let's travel back to Season 1 and the episode Dreamscapers, which has shaped up to be one of the more well-known and important episodes in the series. In it, we venture into Grunkle Stan's mind and see some of his memories. Now, originally this was just kind of a peek into Stan's mind, and an interesting one at that.
Are you hungry? Yes!
But knowing what we know now about Stanley and Stanford, some of these memories begin to stand out in comparison to the past that we've come to know. Now, there's really no question that it's Stanley's mind that we go into here because we visually see it happen. Once the gang gets inside and sees some of the memories, well, they stay in line with the Stanley past that we've just recently seen. For instance, the salesman bits with the terrible products, such as this one.
Would you like to buy a Stanvac vacuum? Stanvac! It sucks more than anything.
So yeah, this memory is right in line with the Stanley character we saw in The Tale of Two Stans. And most of the Mystery Shack era memories as well are beyond reproach, shall we say? Because he's basically already present-day Stan in these memories. But a few of the main memories that we focus on in the episode don't really seem to match up with the Stanley Pines character. For instance, why does he recall these memories of him being a nerdy wimp with glasses? Even into his later teenage years, the character we see here is closer to Ford really than to Stanley.
Left hook! Ah!
The kid we saw in A Tale of Two Stans not only doesn't need glasses, but has a confident and rambunctious attitude. I'd imagine this Stanley being quite at home in a boxing ring and loving to punch other kids in the face. Of course, we still have the kid in the back reading the book, which is pretty Ford-esque, but still. It's an interesting lapse in logic, seemingly. So, what's the explanation? Well, I'm sure there's plenty of possibilities, but here are three that I'd most likely tend towards. 1. It is simply a plotting slip-up. Maybe the full story of the twins' personalities and backstories hadn't been quite solidified at this point by the writers. Of course, we don't want to believe that this one's true. At least, I don't. 2. Stan has invested himself so deeply in the Stanford character charade that he's putting on that he's actually warped some of his own memories intentionally or unintentionally to be more similar to Ford. And 3, Bill Cipher is the culprit. He's a big part of this episode, and at his own will, he can seemingly disrupt this whole memory world and have some control over it. So this whole sequence could be some kind of test or illusion created by him. And being the most mysterious character currently in the series, there's no limit to what his powers could actually achieve. But then again, there are signs, such as Grunkle Stan actually dreaming about the events of the episode, which would indicate that it probably actually happened in some form. Again, with Bill Cipher into the mix and the sort of distorted reality thing, anything could really be possible, I guess? Now, those are just 3 explanations that I came up with, but I want to know what you think. I mean, there's definitely a disconnect here of some sort with the way he's remembering himself in some memories and the way he's remembering himself in others, because it's not quite lining up. I think you'll agree with me on that, at least. So let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and be sure to check me out on Twitter @LouToons. I post much more frequently on there about all of the goings-on of my channel, even some Gravity Falls episode reactions on a smaller scale, and other fun doodles and stuff. Okay, thanks guys, I'll see you soon.